Yeah, I think everyone's looking forward to this, as I say, Clash of the Titans, isn't it? This evening here in Shanghai.
Yes, they've contested a couple of high-profile matches in the past, as recently as earlier this year when Ding prevailed in the final of the PTC Grand Final in Galway Island. And Neil Robertson, well, he beat Ding Junhui to lift the Grand Prix title back in 2009.
Oh, he's picked one out there as Ding. What a start that is.
Well, Ding's battle with Sean Murphy in the previous round was of the very highest quality, both players scoring very heavily, and Ding, I'm sure, will have been delighted to have come through a tight battle and played in such a way, of course, that he knew he wasn't leaving anything there, but would be bang behind the black if he made the double, which he did. Looks to be in good touch in the very early stages, Alan.
Yeah, good pot there. Middle distance shred, expect him to get it, mind you, but he does look good. And now, will this red travel far enough? No, not quite, I don't think.
40.
A little unlucky there to get stuck on that red. Hit them well enough, didn't he?
Yeah, he took the aggressive option. That's the fine margins at this level. He scores so heavily, as we know, does Ding Junhui. He's had over 300 centuries as a professional. One of the heaviest scorers on the circuit, and you get the feeling the first couple of frames both players will be feeling so important to get your nose in front today.
Junhui 14.
And with both players such fluent break builders, you would think that safety will be a key today. Who can keep the other quietest? We all know about Robertson's ability from long range, one of the best single ball potters in the game. Well short with that safety.
Yeah, that was unlike Neil to catch a safety like that as thick as he has done. Now what can Ding do with this mid-distance shred again? This is a tougher one though. Has to come back for the blue. Yeah, this shred is on for Neil, but he'd do well in taking it on to avoid a cannon, so looks like he's just going to play the safety somewhere in behind the green. As you said, Phil, both players score ever so well, don't they? But they both play really good safety, and I think you're right. I think safety is going to be a key. I think both players will take advantage of any chance they get today. So safety is going to be so important.
There's the Hawkeye view from the baulk end of the table for Ding. Oh, what a pot that was. Played obviously with safety in mind, but even so, the accuracy required there.
Yeah, unbelievable pot, wasn't it? For the shot of the championship, I think that would win it. Incredible pot so early in the match.
These pockets are so demanding. I mean, there is no margin of error when you take on a shot like that. Well worth a replay. Sweetly struck. But unfortunately for Ding, having seen the red disappear, not ideal position. He's played that well. And he's on a red.
Yeah, played it very well. Now does the black past the left corner. It looks like it does, the way he's shaping up for this, so if he can get this cannon right, this could be a real good chance. Perfect. And he deserves everything he gets, doesn't he, after that red, as we've seen. And the green was difficult as well, so he's carved this out of nothing.
Referee Terry Camilleri.
13. $20. 21.
Yeah, clever little cannon that from Ding. Just developed another couple of reds. Just has to be careful here. Can't hold for the black, so he's going to have to go around the back of it, but he will play for choice of pink or black.
When you first turned pro, Alan, were all of these implements to aid the long distance shots available?
I think we still had the half putt in my day. Yeah, there's all mod cons out there to help the players. Can he just hold the cue ball for the black in the opposite corner? Yeah, he's just managed it perfect.
And those shots are more difficult than they look, aren't they, Alan? Because you lack the feel from that distance away from the object ball and the cue ball.
Absolutely. And not only that, he was having to play that with a little bit of right hand side. It was just awkward cue and controlled it beautifully. This is where he's so strong, isn't he, Phil? Ding Junhui. We've mentioned about the amount of centuries he's made. He's so strong when he gets in close like this.
Well, he's knocked in 5 maximum breaks for good measure in professional competition, and he could scarcely have made a more confident start here. He's striking the cue ball so sweetly, right from the get-go.
37.
And if he didn't know it already, and I'm sure he did, Neil Robertson is well aware he's going to have to be close to his best today for a chance of a semi-final spot.
I bet his heart skipped a beat there. I think he thought he was going to cannon that green. That could have been end of break, but it was well played in the end. Oh, that looks tight though, doesn't it?
It does. He'd need a fair bit of right-hand side on the cue ball to try and kick that one in, and he'd also need to play it with the rest, I think. So opting for the red to the right of the pink.
Yeah, just having the cue ball cleaned. It's the type of shot where he can get a kick. Nothing to do with the cue ball here. Just all about the pot, and he'll be on choice of black or pink.
Just wriggled in, threatened to stay on the lip.
43.
Well, the goal this opening frame without Robertson. 67 remaining, so the black will suffice to require Robertson. And this is very measured from Ding. He's taking his time. He's very concentrated on what he's trying to achieve out there. The crowd know that was the key ball. Didn't come as far as he wanted to really kill the frame off, but already a couple of snookers required by Robertson. Nothing he can do about this.
Junhui 58.
Yeah, it's worth coming back to the table. Neil Robertson, as you say, Phil, he needs a couple of snookers, but
so 2 snookers required then for Robertson in this opening frame. If Ding can sink this red, and that will surely be the end of the opening frame.
he's just mindful here, Ding. He doesn't want to leave Neil Robertson 4 reds, 4 blacks. He's fully aware Neil's capabilities of getting snookers. That's why he's chosen this one to left middle. Clean as a whistle though.
1.
It's shaping up to be a great tournament, Phil, isn't it? With young Zhao Guodong in the other half of the draw. The semi-finals.
We've had plenty of surprises, haven't we? What a performance from Zhao,
5.
who qualified as of right and then played a wild card round. Ousting Stephen Maguire, Peter Lyons and then Mark Davis by the odd frame earlier on today here on Eurosport. And Michael Holt
11.
celebrating his first ever ranking semi-final after his 5-1 victory over Kyron Wilson, who was another surprise quarter-finalist. The bottom half of the draw has the heavy artillery, I guess you'd say, with Robertson, Ding, Selby and World Championship runner-up Hawkins. But it's boiling up very nicely, isn't it? What a start to this match from Ding, picking up where he left off against Murphy. Lovely cannon.
9. 20. 27. 28.
And Ding's
35.
massive support here. Will just be enjoying this.
37.
An added bonus for Ding to freeze his opponent out in this first frame.
40.
He's such a good technique, doesn't he, Ding Junhui, as Neil Robertson does, I have to say. It's so compact as a player, Ding Junhui.
44.
Well, he's striking the ball as well as I've seen him for a few seasons right now.
49. 55. 64 on the side.
Well, there's a statement of intent from the Chinese, and then some. 2 half-century breaks. Neil Robertson failing to pot a ball in the opening frame of this quarter-final, and it's Ding Junhui who strikes first. He leads 1-0.